Hey guys, I'm the math professor, Kyle Martin. In this video, we're going to take a whole number and divide it by a fraction. Let's try it. All right, so here we have 3 divided by 6/7. Now, when we have a whole number and divide by a fraction, what we actually want to do is have 2 fractions. Okay, it kind of sounds counterintuitive, but that's what we're going to do. So remember, to make a whole number a fraction, you can always put it over 1. Right? Anything over itself, or sorry, anything over 1 is itself. So here, 3 divided by 1 is still 3. Now, instead of dividing, what's a lot easier is multiplying. And there's actually a trick that's if you take 3 over 1, our first fraction, and we multiply it times the second fraction flipped. That's called the reciprocal, all right? 7 over 6. Then this becomes a lot easier to do. So 7 times 3, if we multiply across the numerators, the tops, that's 21. And on the bottom, 1 times 6 is 6. Okay. Now, sometimes your teachers might want you to write this as a mixed number or as simplified of a fraction, an improper fraction as possible, maybe as a decimal, whatever they want you to do here, go ahead and do that. Let's say they want you to simplify it as much as possible. So I know that 3 goes into both 21 and 6. So if I kind of cancel those out and say 21 divided by 3 is 7, I divide by 3, 6 divided by 3 is 2. So now this is 7 halves. 7 halves. If this is how your teacher wants you to write it, go ahead and circle that. That's how I want my students to write it. Maybe your teacher wants you to write this as a decimal. So then you would, in the calculator, you could do 7 divided by 2. Or maybe you know that 6 halves is 3. And so this is 1 more half, so this would be 3.5. 3.5. Okay? Maybe they want you to write it like that. Or maybe they want you to write it as a mixed number. I'm not a big fan of those, but again, instead of 3.5 as written as 3.5, you could say this is 3 and 1 more half, like that, as a mixed number.